Welcome back to Glow Up or Get Out. I am half of the podcast, Mel.
I'm the other half, Sam.
What's up, guys? We're back. Back in action.
We're back.
Unfortunately, I'm sick again, so let's just move past that. But if that's what you're hearing, just letting you know that that's what's happening.
She just popped a swig of Robitussin.
And then if you're watching, I feel like I'm giving big like elf energy. Not elf like...
I mean, on Switch, your thing is Zelda, isn't it? Or no, it's a female. It's whatever her name is.
Zelda.
Oh, it is Zelda.
Princess Zelda, yeah. That's what I feel like I'm giving with this half updo, with my ears out. Just very Zelda vibes. I think you're thinking of Link. Who's
correct.
Like
is that who you have? Or no, you do have Princess Zelda.
Yeah.
Got it.
He wears a hat.
Yeah, a little green Peter Pan looking hat.
Yeah. Anyway, just welcome back.
It's on point. We're talking about dreams today.
Yes.
You can dream of elves. I don't know. Dream of Mel in your next stream. How was your week?
This is a hard question. I needed to like start like pinpointing like the things that happened in my week.
Really?
Because I don't remember it. Oh,
you worked.
I worked. I helped PA for a friend of mine is making a film. Or they already made it, but she created a film called Committed. Which was like a 3-day filming situation. Process. I was there for one of the days. I was supposed to be there for 2, but as you can see, I got sick. And after the first day I was there, I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like something's about to happen with me. I don't want to get anybody sick. So I just let her know. But that's what I did. And then Sunday, I just kind of chilled at home, honestly. Rested because I needed it, obviously. And today's Tuesday, and then yesterday Sam and I went to the beach.
Amen.
It was really fun, and I feel like I needed the vitamin D. I feel like it did do me good. I just still feel congested in my chest. But anyway, how was your weekend?
Nice. Friday, I edited the podcast that came out today, technically for everybody, which technically was like last week. If you're listening currently, doesn't matter. Anyways. I edited the podcast Friday. Saturday I had to edit like a little bit more. Went to a baby shower, got a little drunk at said baby shower. I came home, my neighbors were having a fucking party again. Which I'm like,
TFDI.
Like literally, but I think it was a family party, but they were playing straight like house rave music. But I saw children. I was like,
maybe it's that kind of family, I don't know.
Anyways, that happened. Watched a movie with my parents. Yeah, and then Monday we went to the beach. Yeah.
Not a very exciting weekend, I guess.
Yeah, it was chill. It was much needed after Coachella. And then this weekend is Mel's birthday, so we're doing the most, of course.
It's funny because I didn't expect to be doing the most. I just really wanted to have a sleepover.
And you leave it to Logan.
Leave it to Logan
to plan the most.
Plan an entire weekend, basically, which I'm grateful for, but
yes,
it's just so funny.
So yeah, we needed the rest. I think it's like hard after Coachella. I feel like we just like fell off for a week because it was like Coachella. And then it was like, and now I'm recovering from Coachella. And then it's like, now I feel lost. I'm like, it's already been 2 weeks of me off the rocker.
I feel that really heavy. Yeah. I think also like adding the layer of being sick. And I knew I was going to get sick from Coachella. I just knew it.
Girl, you manifested it for yourself. Why'd you do that?
I didn't try to. It just, I can feel it in my body when like it's about to happen. And
then girl, do something.
I try. I mean, I didn't take my vitamins.
I tried. Liar. Well,
it was more at first it was just like I was feeling like asthmatic, like it was just like my lungs feel like they have a lot of like dust in them, and then
you let the bacteria grow.
I think so I didn't know how to kill them.
Yeah, well, now you know. Next year we're gonna
prep some
immunity
shots. A new prep,
yeah,
and post Coachella.
Yeah, we didn't have any post.
No, I think nobody talks about the post, but like how do you
recover?
How do you recover from like the depression and like the sadness?
And then watching Weekend 2, you're like,
I want to be there. I can't physically be there because I'm tired, but I want to be there.
Anyways,
Anyway.
yeah, just saying, like, and then, like, then it rolls over to, like, the depression, and then you're, like, mentally like, well, I'm just a fool.
I'm a fool.
I'm lost in this world, but you know what? We're figuring it out. We're keeping it trucking. So let's talk about the subconscious, yeah? Let's talk about dreams.
Dreaming.
Why not?
This topic came about because I had a really interesting dream. I don't know if we want to save it for glowing hour because it's like not even like that crazy.
I'll just save it then. Or wait, you mean it's like not good enough to save?
No, it's like whatever. I think I was just like heavily thinking about Six Flags because that's where we're going for my birthday. And in the dream, this is not even important. That's like literally a bullshit dream anyway. But like in the dream, we're not even at Six Flags actually. We were at Knott's Berry Farm, which that was never the plan. We were about to get on accelerator, and this was like post like them renovating it and shit. Like they're now like. If you've been to Knott's Berry Farm, you know how they sit. It's like in twos. But this one was just like, it was like a rocket. It was like one by one after each other.
No, I don't like that. That's scary.
And like the seats were super uncomfortable. You had to like have your legs like lifted in a way. And like,
seems unsafe.
I felt like I didn't fit in the ride, but you were behind me. And
if you didn't fit, I definitely didn't.
No, you were in it. And I was like, Sam, how'd you get your fucking legs in here? And you're like, girl, I just put my legs in and I closed it. And I was like, I feel like I don't fit. Is mine smaller? Like, what's going on? And somehow I just kind of like,
I'm scared.
Forced myself in there and I was uncomfortable. And I was like, hopefully this doesn't
Were you in the front?
No, I was like in the middle. I was like, I hope this doesn't break my legs. Anyway. And we're like,
you're making me scared.
You know how like at first, like it just kind of like takes you to like where it's about to launch. And so, like, it's taking us there. Also, it doesn't launch. And I was, like, waiting for it. And I was like, oh, they changed it. This is so annoying. But all of a sudden, I hear you going, oh, I still have my water bottle.
What?
And, like, she's holding her hydro flask. And I'm like, girl.
That's going to murder somebody.
That's what I was like. I was like, girl, you need to get rid of it. Toss it somewhere. Like, we'll go find it later. Like, you're going to hurt somebody. You might kill me because I'm in front of you. Like, and you just started, like, you just chucked it. And I was like, oh, you really did it.
You said, oh.
I was like, there it goes.
She's gonna have to buy another one. Wait, never getting that back.
I started laughing. That was so funny. And then, I don't know, the ride happened. It was a very different ride. It was not accelerator at all. But then, like, when we came down, I don't remember what happened, but I just remember running away from the ride because I felt like we got harassed by the person who was controlling
Maybe
the
because
ride.
I threw a hydro flask off the ride at the last
No, but
minute.
like sexually harassed. Like, we were being harassed in a really uncomfy way.
A nightmare.
Yeah, I was like, it turned into like a nightmare, and I was like,
you
what's
said I
going
can wake up
on?
now.
Yeah, but that was my dream, and I was like, what the fuck was that about? It was so weird.
Very interesting. Let's hope Six Flags goes better than that.
Hopefully my legs fit.
I'm nervous. I haven't been to Six Flags in like 6 years or something.
There.
That's where my ex-boyfriend asked me to be his girlfriend for the second time. After he took some girl there over the summer when we were broken up. He asked me at the top of the roller coaster. That was pretty romantic.
I turned around like,
I gotta
oh,
say,
my girlfriend.
No, we were next to each other. We were sitting next to each other, and we were at the top, and he's just like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" And I was like,
you couldn't even think about the ride anymore. You're just like,
me mad at him 10 minutes prior,
literally yelling at him. You fucking suck. You brought this other girl here.
Literally, I have no idea what the fight was about, but probably I was probably like,
why are you starting shit?
I was probably like, you brought somebody else here. That's real interesting,
girl. And you. I haven't been since like middle school, so it's gonna be a wild ride for all of us.
I'm scared.
Anyway, that was my dream. That's how this topic came about. But hopefully that means nothing because it shouldn't mean anything.
It doesn't. It's just your subconscious, which is, I think, the whole point. Which we're gonna talk about a lot of phenomenons, whatever.
I don't know how you say it.
Phenomenon. Just non.
Phenomenon something.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about a lot of whatever that word.
That word.
And basically, I think the root of all dreams is like really your subconscious. And in some of these cases, like, there could be something deeper there energetically and spiritually. Maybe. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think in general, rule of thumb is like most dreams are your subconscious speaking to you.
Some people say that when you remember your dreams, it's a message.
I could see, like, your subconscious is like, bitch, remember this one. This one counts for something.
What the fuck? This roller coaster one.
Maybe you were like...
Not me giving literal...
Final Destination?
Yeah.
That's literally my favorite of the Final Destination.
The roller coaster one? That's the best one. Like, literally the best one.
Literally the best one.
Me and you are the tanning girls. Literally get burnt alive. I can't even talk.
Roller coaster. We're not getting...
I dreamt that I would get harassed. Okay,
I'll take that.
I'm fine with that.
I've done that before. I can
that
do that
is
again.
done every other weekend, apparently.
I can do that again. It's fine. Anyways, let's hope that's not us. But maybe you were just thinking too much about it, and your subconscious is like, I'm a little scared.
I'm a little scared
It's gonna happen again.
Don't bring your water bottle on the ride.
I was gonna say I won't bring it at all, but I was like, I'll be thirsty. I'm gonna bring my water bottle.
Anyway,
let's just get into the first phenomena. Okay, dreaming about people in your life. I think everyone says, like, it means they're thinking about you, so you're dreaming about them. I think that's crap.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You were not thinking of me last night. Maybe you were.
At what time? Like, what time did you go to bed? Like, is it
like
the moment? Is it like the moment you fell asleep?
No.
That person's thinking about you?
I woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
I was asleep, so I don't know. Maybe
She
I was
said, I don't
dreaming
give a
about you
shit.
too. Maybe I had the same dream and I don't remember it. See, I just don't believe it. But
I think you're thinking of them.
yeah, you're thinking of them. Like, I remember, like, I don't know who I'd have a dream about, but I'd be like telling my friends, and they're like, they're thinking about you, and I was like,
okay,
why?
like,
but no, it's like, it's literally your subconscious thinking about them and like having something unresolved, or just like a fear or a hope, or
it's just crazy to me though when you dream of people you haven't even like talked to in so long. Your brain just like brings it up, like, for what? You know what I mean?
Your subconscious is always working.
Is it just because it's like taking like inventory from like whatever has happened to you?
You mean like in Inception, how it's just like people's face, like people you've seen once in your life? They're like the background people in your dreams?
No, but yes, also, but no, but I'm saying like a friend that you had when you were like
Middle school.
in middle school. You don't talk to them anymore. You haven't seen them in years, but then all of a sudden they're like literally a main character in your dream.
It's like you are the fucking, if we were a movie.
Yeah.
You're like the other person.
Like, why? You know what I mean?
Maybe it has to do more with like your childhood than that person in particular, you know?
Well,
your subconscious
like
is
the
just
timing of like things.
Your subconscious is just like, remember this time?
Yeah.
You're a child.
I mean, it is true that like dreaming helps you process trauma. So it could be. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, instead of
dreaming of the nightmare
or like the thing that happened to you, your brain dreams of like situations around that time to help process those emotions of when they develop.
It's like pushing your conscious to think about it. Like, why did I have a dream about that person? And then you're like, that was during,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think it's a load of crap. I think that one's a myth. We just learned what myth is, definitively. It
sounds like, I think it's just something that like, what did you say? Like,
I said something that like is just an idea.
Like unknown.
It's like unknown. It's not fact.
And I was like, I think it means like it's wrong.
Yeah, and I said it was a false idea. Yeah. That one's a myth.
I think that one is just like, I think it could be true.
Well, the next one is meeting people in your dreams.
Yeah, in terms of like, there's some people that believe that you can dream and like meet each other in like the dream world. Like two people, if they like set out to go and like dream or meet in the dream world, that it can happen. I feel like some people say that that's happened to them before. That's like a lot of brain power.
How's that? Like, do you just think about that person until you fall asleep? Like, both of you have to do that or something?
I think so. I think some people are really like...
But you have to be a lucid dreamer to do that.
Probably. I mean, but I think also everyone can be a lucid dreamer if you really like hone in on the skill. Yeah. But that's crazy because I feel like some people just think that dreams are just like whatever, but a lot of other people believe that like the dream world is literally like another, not like another universe, but another like field. You know how there's like the quantum field, and then there's like probably like the dreaming
got you. I mean, yeah, I could see that.
Interesting thought. I don't think I've ever met anybody in my dream.
No, I definitely haven't. And if I did, Neither of us knew. I think you have to put in a lot of effort for that to happen.
You know who? My friend Bodhi. She actually says that she continuously meets her soulmate in her dreams.
Girl, that's scary. And she knows what they look like?
I think so. She like can't fully see them, but she can feel what they feel like when she's around them.
Well, that's nice.
So like she'll have a dream of this random person and she'll know whether or not it's like her soulmate. Like he'll reappear like constantly.
But he doesn't look a certain, like she has no idea what he looks like.
No, I don't think so. Like not fully anyway. Like I think she can get like
She's
images.
like, he's a little up here.
He's giving tall.
He's giving tall.
But yeah, she says that she literally has like, she has these like feelings when she's dreaming that this is the person that she's supposed to be with. And like,
Incredible.
he'll give her like messages, like encouragement.
There's like so much that could be there, and I don't know if I like that. And I don't think we should get into it.
What do you mean? Like demonic shit? What are you saying?
No. Like, what if he's dead?
Stop.
I know, that's why I didn't want to say it. I didn't say it out loud.
I mean, okay. Again, I think you guys should watch everything all, what is it?
Everything always all at once?
No.
Everything all the time? Everywhere.
No, everything everywhere all at once. You literally need to watch that movie. Literally, go watch that movie after this. But I feel like in times in what do you say? Like in
times of need? What do you
No.
What do you
I don't like it's making no sense. In terms of like time, literally time. It's like continuous and like there's no end, beginning. Like we're all just like living in time, but like time doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Yeah. That could be true, that person is no longer alive in like their state, but they are currently still living. Like there's different.
So they're like coming from the future.
Right.
Got you. Let's hope it's that.
I don't know, but
the thought of that gives me chilies.
Yeah, they give her encouragement of like continue, like life is good, like shit's about to happen for you, like things like that. Incredible.
Wow. Coming off
she's
the
also
soulmate
very
episode,
she's also very like spiritual, and very like in tune.
Does she believe in multiple soulmates? I
don't know. I think at least like maybe this is like the soulmate she's gonna meet next. Perhaps. But it's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. It literally is.
I think it's possible that you can like dream of your soulmate and like get messages from them, because maybe
I don't think it's impossible.
Or maybe like they're dreaming too of her,
like meeting that person.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work. Like meeting another person in a dream. Like I don't know if I'd set myself out to do that.
Yeah.
Like if we know each other, like why am I doing that? I'm like, let's just communicate right here.
But maybe you haven't like met them yet.
I get you.
You know,
my next boyfriend, I'm like, look, I need to meet the real you. Meet me in the dream universe at
7 p.m. 7 p.m. Girl, what time are you going to sleep?
It's gonna be a whole process. Okay, I want to have a full dream with him, a full REM.
A full REM.
Yeah, meeting people in your dreams. I've never really thought of that actually, at all.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, lucid dreams.
It's giving lucid dreaming.
I guess let's talk about that.
It's giving what's that? The Conjuring vibes.
In the dream, he's like walking around.
He's walking around in the dark. There's like demons. Like,
oh, that was scary.
The Conjuring's scary as hell.
Yeah, Insidious too.
Oh, is it Insidious? No, The Conjuring. I mean, it's all in the same universe, but Insidious is the dream one where the little boy gets lost. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's Insidious.
Yes,
Insidious vibes.
Yes. Conjuring is like the witch lady.
Yeah.
Anyways, lucid dreaming, if you don't know what lucid dreaming is like a mental state of like higher awareness than most people have when they dream. Mm-hmm. So you can make decisions in your dreams. Like your conscious is still kind of there. It's not only your subconscious.
It's like you're awake in your dream state.
It's like,
do you think people who lucid dream like wake up feeling tired? Like because you don't really sleep?
Probably. Yeah.
That's something I want to look up.
I think so.
Yeah,
that sucks. But yeah. So I guess if you're like lucid, you can meet people. Because if not, like,
yeah,
like you wouldn't even know you did it. I guess.
Totally.
All right, next. Widespread similar dreams.
Yeah, this is a phenomenon. Phenomenon?
I don't know, man. I think it's phenomenon, and then phenomena is like multiple.
Interesting. Okay, well, this is a phenomenon
None.
that I feel like I found on TikTok when, like, we were in the pandemic, like the beginnings of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, like, have had similar experiences of, like, dreaming about the same places.
So weird.
And they're very, like, random, not like being at McDonald's or, like, you know, like, it's very random places that, like, feel, it's, like, very generic.
It's like it's like generic but like common.
Kind of.
Like think of like movie theater floor. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
80s movie theater floor. Like,
yeah.
Like the black with, like, the swigglies.
Or, like, even, like, you know, like the squares or the triangles or whatever.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A couple that I felt eerie about, but I don't feel like I actually, like, had those dreams, per se. Whereas one of them was, like, an office building that just kept going on and on and on. I felt like it felt familiar for some reason to me, but not necessarily like I've actually dreamt of it.
Huh.
But a lot of people have had that similar dream.
That's interesting, because my therapist, when I was doing, like, inner child healing, I think it was one of them. One of the ones she wanted me to visit, I forget which one it was in an office building. Like a giant skyrise building.
Interesting.
So, like, I can picture that. But, like, it wasn't, I guess, like, daydreaming is still dreaming, but, like, I wasn't daydreaming. I was like, would it be lucid dreaming? Not really, because, like, I'm awake. I'm fully
I think it'd
awake.
be daydreaming.
Is there a difference between imagination and daydreaming?
I think so.
Okay, then I was just imagining it then. Anyways, other places. I wish this phenomenon was, like, something I could relate to, because I have, like, recurring dreams, which we'll talk about in Glowing Hour, that I wish, like, I could see, like, or just dreams in general, like, that I could see, where it's like, you're always like, I was at my blah blah blah's house, but it wasn't their house, it was like some random house.
Like, what house was that?
I'm like, whose house is that?
Well, actually, a lot of people believe that, like, these random places are, like, if you want to go into, like, simulation theory and stuff like that, like, it's just, like, places that are, like, neutral codes that we were put in for a small section of our life. That then, like, feels familiar, but, like, we never built life there. Like, it was a placeholder. Does that make sense?
Kind of. All right, Matrix and the dreams.
It's just really weird, scary kind of thought, but
everything just crosses over.
Yeah. I can't think of any other ones really that, like, sparked my particular interest besides the office building one. I think one was also, like, a water park.
Yeah, playgrounds, probably.
Playgrounds and water parks. There's one that people talk about that I don't resonate with, but I feel like it also feels kind of funny when I think about it, is, like, malls, like a mall with, like, escalators going down and it's full of water, and there's like a monster in the water.
See, I want to know, like, where's my recurring dream people at? Because, like, that sounds similar to something I've had, but that's not it.
But that's not it. That's how I feel too. I'm
like, so where am I? What? We're finding out Glowing Hour. What if we're resonating over here? You're like, that's my dream. Anyways. Oh, last phenomena, which I think is probably, like, the biggest, would be having premonitions in dreams.
Yeah.
Which I think is super common.
I think that's real. That's not a myth.
It's not a myth. It's fact.
It's fact. Fact or fiction.
I feel like a lot of people have it without trying also.
Yeah. I don't think it's something that people are, like, wishing to happen. I mean, that's, like, manifesting. But, like, I think some people just have, like, dreams that then become, like, premonitions of something in the future.
Yeah. Or, like, maybe that's also where deja vu comes into play sometimes.
Definitely.
Like, you dreamt of it.
Yeah. But then sometimes, like, do you feel like when you have deja vu, you don't remember that you dreamt it until it's happening? You're like, I've been here before.
Well, yeah, I've never been here before, but I never think, like, oh, maybe I dreamt it. I'm just like, that's fucking weird and I hate this feeling.
It's so weird. Why did we get that?
It feels out of body.
Yeah. I literally feel like someone hit rewind on me. I sometimes believe that, like, when I'm going through deja vu, that it's maybe, like, me having to redo the situation, because not that I did something wrong.
It's never a big enough thing, though.
No.
Like, the situation's never important.
But then, like, it's like the butterfly effect, that, like, you don't know.
Oh, like,
if
what
one
that
thing
changed. Ew, the butterfly effect. What a
mean?
good movie. I love that movie.
That movie's really good.
Ashton. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but also like it's so annoying when you're having deja vu and you just fucking blurt it out and everyone's like, "Cool," and you're like, "No, no, 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 we need to live in this moment," and everyone's like, "No," and I do the same thing. Like if you're like, I feel deja vu, I'm like, "That's weird."
That's weird.
Like I don't feel anything, so let's keep it
going. It feels
going.
really like disorienting for sure. But as far as premonitions, like I feel like a lot of people have like little dreams. It's not even like deja vu vibes, but like they'll dream of something consistently, or it could be a one-off too, but I think it's more of like a consistent thing that they're like, oh yeah, that happens in my dreams a lot, and then it actually comes into like fruition. And like I feel like that happens to me sometimes. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Someone I know predicted like a pregnancy in their family.
Wow.
And yeah, it was like a week before they were announcing they were pregnant.
That's incredible.
And they were like, I had a dream that you're pregnant. You want to tell me anything? And then they were like, what are you talking about? And then a week later, they're like, we're pregnant.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That person's psychic.
Also, okay, this is not a premonition in dreams. Maybe it was, and then it just came out, like, not in a dream. Maybe it was, I don't know. My mom told me that when her grandmother, I believe, sorry, Mom, one or the other, they were passing away. Like, they knew they were dying. I want to say it was like her grandma, but they knew they were dying. Everyone kind of knew they were dying. And they pulled, I think, my mom to the side and was just like, basically, I'm taking your mom with me. And she was like, don't say that. Like, that's my mom. You're not going to take my mom. And then, like, I think within the month, my grandma passed away. I'm like, was she just so connected to, like, passing over that she had, like, this communication?
Yeah. It could have been. It could have been, dude.
Anyways, it's not a dream, but crazy premonition.
That's really crazy.
But yeah, I think they do come to people in dreams as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not obviously passing, you're not, like, connected to that. But, like, I don't know. What is it that you're connected to when you get premonitions? Just, like, energy?
I think you're just connected to, like, the universe or your faith. And I think it's like whatever binds, like, death, life, rebirth. Like, literally, like, I think you're, like, playing into, like, the timelines of things. You know what I mean? I can't remember if I've had any of my own, but I feel like I have, but I just literally can't think of anything. I feel like I have a lot of daydreams that become premonitions, but I've never fallen asleep.
But daydream counts. It's dreaming.
That's true.
It's a state of being.
Yeah, I'm currently sitting on I think a premonition that I don't want to speak out loud because I don't necessarily want this to happen. It's not good or bad though. It's just, I mean, nothing is good or bad, but you know what I mean?
This is what you told me yesterday?
I mean, it's like, it's not good or bad because it's like,
Yeah, you told me that. Okay.
I had a dream about it.
Hoping for the best. In a good way.
In a good way.
I'm having premonitions, but in a good way.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't think I've had premonitions. I guess I'm just not that connected yet. I mean, I'm like, someone in my family has had premonitions, so maybe it's on its way to me, the gift. I do feel like it is like not like genetic, but like something that can be passed familially.
Well, I think that like every single being can be connected to the universe, and it's just like, how far are you willing to practice your faith? Sounds very like religious, but like practice like your faith in the universe and like asking it questions and having those questions answered. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because some people just live their life as like,
some people don't want to know.
Yeah, I think if you want to know,
me included. Leave me out of the decisions.
Well, you don't have to make a decision. You can just be like, hey, what's happening? What's going on?
And then I'll be like, I don't like that. Not that one.
Not that one. Give me another one.
Different one.
So I think you're already connected. I think you just need to lean in. But then I feel like that also scares you.
The pattern just read me to filth, so.
Yeah.
If you guys can relate to the pattern, the app reading you to filth, please comment below. DM us.
App is just, it's rude sometimes.
It knows what I'm going through.
And what other people are going through with you sometimes.
On a surface level. Yes.
Anyway. So now in glowing hour, we're going to give you some, I guess you could call them stories. Some dreams we've had.
Yeah. Some real life experiences. So we'll see you there.
Welcome back.
We are having Topo Chicos with chamoy situation.
Just a little dollop today.
Well, I think we should hit hard and come in strong with my night terrors. I feel like I've talked about them. Oh my god, my hair's under my overalls. I feel like I've talked about them before, like a little bit vaguely. But basically, if you don't know, night terrors are pretty common for kids. I think adults have them, but they're mostly occurring in children. I don't know what exactly.
I was gonna say why. I think it's caused from stress.
It's definitely like a mental. It's definitely like something wrong with you, for sure. Night terrors. In adults. Ooh, scary. Episodes of screaming, intense fear, and flailing while still asleep, often paired with sleepwalking.
Did you sleepwalk also?
I don't think so. No. I was always in my room. Night terrors can have causes that aren't due to underlying disease. If they occur infrequently, it's a normal stage of childhood development, and they can also be caused by nightmares. So, like, it's pretty normal. Let's see what triggers them. It says fever, lack of sleep, or periods of emotional tension, stress, or conflict. Is night terrors a mental illness? It's a form of a mental disorder. Huh. So, basically, my brother thought I was possessed. I think I was, like, 10. No. I don't know. Wizards of Waverly Place was out.
That era.
During that era, and I would fall asleep to the episode where they did like that dog show or like cat show. It's like an animal, like Best in Show type episode. And then like the cat, she turns into a lion. Yeah, that episode.
I do remember that.
I fell asleep to that episode, and I think I woke up thinking there was a lion in my room. Yeah.
That is honestly really terrifying.
Yeah. I don't remember every episode. I think it was like for a couple months it was happening, or like weeks straight. I don't fully remember. I was a kid. But my family was terrified. They asked my doctor, and they're like, yeah, it'll go away. And they're like, but literally I would wake up screaming, I guess. I feel like I was asleep for half of it, and then I'd come to. But like, I do remember always telling whoever came in my room, like my mom, my dad, my sister, brother, whoever, I was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. It was weird, dude. I'm like, don't touch me. It makes me feel sick. It makes me feel gross. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And they're like, what is wrong with you? And I'm just like, I would say whatever the nightmare was about. So I'd be like, there's like a lion in the room. Like, there's a lion in the room. Like, I can feel it. It's watching me. Like, blah, blah. Like, I was just like in this like inconsolable fear. It's pretty terrifying to watch your kid probably go through. And I remember being terrified, and I would only fall asleep with my mom, like,
patting
it when I would eventually let her touch me, I guess.
Yeah.
But like I would stand on the bed and I'd be like, don't touch me. It's just scary. Wow, I really put my parents through it for that.
Possessed vibes.
Very possessed vibes. My brother, I think, probably told my mom, like, you need to commit her. Like,
take her to the priest.
Something's going on there. So that was a fun period of time in my life. But I think it was mostly like nightmares coming too close to my reality. Like, I was scared that it was like really gonna happen. And I had a really big thing with sharks.
Me too.
I hated sharks. Like, if I had to leave my door open, I guess. I don't know why. I liked the light coming in or something. But when the light would come in, it'd create a shadow of a fin from the door. And I would always look at it like, I was like, don't dream about that tonight. You're not going to dream about that tonight. Don't look at that again. You're looking at something else. And then I'd look in the closet and I'd make some fucking face out of black nothingness. I'd be like, there's a ghost in there. Okay, well, I guess we're just not going to bed tonight. And I had really bad sleeping problems.
I did not have night terrors, but I had a lot of nightmares as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I had one night terror. Actually, I didn't scream. Night terrors are screaming, right?
You just wake up like in a lot of fear, and like I think you wake up screaming, but I don't remember the waking up part.
Because there was a really long period of time. I think it was from when I was like 5 till I was literally probably like 9 that I would wake up every single night really afraid.
From 5 to 9 years old?
I think so. Or maybe it was like 5 to like 7.
I'm like, that's a lot of
And then like
days.
I ended up just sleeping with my mom until like literally I was like probably like 13 because I was so like scared to fall asleep alone.
Yeah.
But I remember a specific one where this is why I'm like, I don't think it was a night terror because I don't remember screaming ever, but I remember like waking up like very fucking afraid.
It was more like you woke up afraid of the dream versus like it was a reality. Like, because for me it was like the dream is still happening.
No, that
Like, I'm still afraid. Like, I'm still in fear of my life.
I see what you're saying.
Type of thing.
I've had a couple of those when I was
Yeah.
a kid. I remember there's one when we first moved. I think I was like 3, but it was much later. Maybe I was like 4. My brother and I were sharing a room, and we had bunk beds, and I had the top bunk. And I remember that I was like falling asleep, which I feel like I did fall asleep, or this is just like a demonic situation and I encountered something of the paranormal sense.
We talked about that in our Halloween episode, so.
Yeah, so I feel like also we didn't talk about in the last like section.
Like paranormal dreams?
Not paranormal, I'm having a literal brain fart.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. We didn't talk about sleep paralysis, but that happened. That's another shit of dreaming. But yeah, if you didn't listen to the episode, I'll just briefly tell you what happened. I was in my bunk, my top bunk, and I like suddenly woke up to like this very large like red like ball of...
How much space between you and the ceiling? Like you could sit up.
I could sit up. I like sat up, a big like ball of red energy, like it's just got this glowing mass that was in front of me.
I don't like
it had like a devilish face on it.
Hello? I don't think you told us the story.
I don't think I have, huh? But I woke up, I sat up and I saw that, and I was like literally like afraid to move. And I don't know what I think I was calling for my brother, and I think he like moved, and that's when like I closed my eyes and then I opened them again and it was gone. But after that I ran down like off of my bunk bed and like ran to my parents' room. And my parents like to this day like they know that was like a significant moment, because after that I would just wake up every night and like could not go back to sleep, and I would run into their room like afraid, and sometimes they wouldn't hear me because I'd be like dead asleep, and I'd be like trying to make noise because I was like, somebody wake up, I'm really scared, but I didn't want to be like, hey, wake up, you know. So yeah, that was one of my terrors.
I feel like kids have like a deeper connection to maybe like paranormal just things, like or shit. Energy, just because like they're newer to this earth, I guess. So it's like they're more vulnerable. They're much closer also to that energy source. Yeah. Because when you get older, you just get further and further from the energy and closer to like reality.
Until you die, and then you're closer again.
Yeah, and then you get closer at the end. Whoa.
But yeah, that was a terror and I still felt terrified of that ball coming back.
But like you thought that thing was like real.
I thought it was real.
Yeah.
I still think, I don't know.
That's different. That's like paranormal. That's like...
So you think it's real? You think it was real? I never saw it again in my life.
Girl, don't look at me. I don't know. You've seen shit in that house, so I don't know. That house is kind of devilish. Yeah, I have like this recurring nightmare, which is... I haven't had it in a long time, but I am curious, like after talking about how it's like our subconscious, dreams are all your subconscious. I'm curious what this recurring nightmare means, but I think I've talked about this in some other episode, no idea which one. But I have this like nightmare that I'm at like this, like it's giving, what's that show on Nickelodeon where it's like a game show and it's like the tiki theme.
Oh, and like they have like
Tiki Run? Yeah. I don't know what but that show. It's giving like that vibe but dark.
Is it called Tiki Run? Because I think it
might be. It might be that. So it's giving that vibe but dark and scary. Like lights are all off. Everything's giving creepiness. Everyone's scared. Not that I can remember.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't had it in a while, but for some reason, my 8th grade boyfriend is always in it. No idea why. I haven't spoken to him since high school. Well, maybe something like that. But like zero interest, zero connection, zero like desire to ever come back into that force field. So I'm like, why is this recurring dream? I'm guessing it just has to do with something in that part of my life. Yeah. Because it was giving very like you're in a competition to basically for your life. And like scary shit. It's like Jumanji X Tiki Run collaboration in my head. It was like scary, but also like it was people from middle school that were like competing with us, and it wasn't like Hunger Games where like we all die. It was kind of like a team.
So moment. Just your team lives.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I don't fully understand the recurring dream. I need to have it again apparently, but it's fucking terrifying, and I don't know what it means. I'm like, why am I doing these like obstacle courses with my 8th grade boyfriend?
I mean, maybe that's like when you developed like competitiveness or like comparison. You know what I mean?
Probably comparison.
And like
everyone dated the same people in middle school, so
yeah,
comparison.
I feel like it might be like where you felt like you had to compete for attention or to be seen, you know what I mean? And so maybe you have that reoccurring dream every time you feel like you're competing. Did I just crack the code?
Whoa!
I don't know. That makes a lot of sense to me if that's the case. You know?
Could see it being that, or like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really like super significant.
It's probably just something like slightly traumatic when you were a kid that like
why?
triggered that.
Why do I have to have a scary dream about it? Can't it just be like, can we tone it down a notch to where like the lights are on at least? We're playing.
Your subconscious is like, nah.
Now you need to be a little scared.
You need to be fearful.
You need to be a little scared. Yeah, maybe then. All right, well.
I think I actually have a note of reoccurring dreams, but it's on my phone. I'm going to try to like, don't do it. I know it has to do with like being in a certain house and like feeling very fearful. Which I feel like is directly related to some trauma, but I don't recognize the house. Like I know it's someone's house, but it's not their actual house in real life. Yeah. And then when I'm going through the dream, like I continuously say like I'm here, I've been here before, like oh I'm here again.
Trauma.
And it has to do to do with like going through the levels of like the house. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And the people there, like I feel like not protected and I feel alone a lot of the time.
Definitely giving trauma.
It's giving trauma.
Like mine though.
Yeah, and it also feels like I think there's a game aspect to it where I feel like I'm losing.
What's this gamifying
I don't
shit?
know.
What?
I don't know. Maybe I'll post it as like a reminder, like my thing, my written note of like my dream. But it's really weird.
I feel like as kids, maybe like the only way we know how to process things is through shit we know, like games and like you make a game out of everything. We're like, let's play fucking hopscotch. Let's play
to the death.
Handball. Squid Games, bro.
But yeah, like those reoccurring dreams are really terrifying. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it has to do with the fact that you probably haven't fully processed it and like you haven't gone over that aspect of life. And it just continues to come up when you're going through the same.
And it's not necessarily like the situation either that's happening. Like,
no.
Like obviously.
Like obviously you're not in a game.
Like obviously I've never been in a game show and I'm not traumatized by that
but like
experience.
Let's say it triggered like you're comparing yourself as a businesswoman to like other businesses or whatever. Like maybe you'll have that dream as of like comparativeness of.
Why is it gotta be the same dude though? What's that about? Just like that time in my life.
Just so you just probably learned it at that point, and those people are like.
I wonder how long I was with him. Like what? I wonder if I could fine tune it to like a 2-week experience. Yeah. Are there any like positive recurring dreams?
No, I don't think so.
I wonder what it means when you do have those though. Maybe it's like that soulmate shit.
Well, I mean, like reoccurring dreams that are like I feel like they happen in different forms, like losing my teeth. You know what I mean?
But this is different.
But those are like very.
It's not like I'm in the same exact outfit. This feels. It's just like, oh, my teeth fell out again.
Yeah.
Hate that. Ooh, those dreams are. Do you think that's your subconscious, or do you think it's the universe talking to you, or both?
No, I think it's your subconscious. I mean, maybe both, but like I think it's your subconscious
telling you like I know something's.
Yeah, like people shifting. Say that when you are losing your teeth, it's like your appearance or like your reputation you feel is at risk, like with like the general public, because our teeth are something that's very.
I thought it was
outwardly shown.
I thought it was that you're like shedding change, like something's about to pivot for you. I mean, there's like a lot.
There's a
lot.
I guess
of whatever you identify with more.
Yeah. What's another one like that?
Like teeth falling out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hair falling out. Your eyes are like pull an eye out.
Girl, what? You've had one of those?
No. Just kidding. I think so, actually. Like your eye pops out or something.
Oh, wait, I've had one of those.
Yeah.
You're like trying to put it back on?
Yeah. I mean, falling and you wake up from falling.
You know what's funny, though? I've never had like my teeth fall out. I mean, yeah, they like crack first.
Yours definitely has to do with appearance then, because what's that? Or maybe it's like whatever.
And
it's
I'm
like
always
rotting. Like, oh,
and I'm like
you're resisting the change. She's resisting the change.
Yeah, I'll like literally hold them. Or I'm like, in my dream, I'm thinking, like, I need to go to the dentist, like, right now so they can glue them back on my face.
Interesting.
I don't know, dude.
In my dream, I'm just kind of, like, terrified.
You're just looking at yourself like...
Yeah, literally. I don't have a single thought about fixing it or, like, stay.
That's nuts, because I do. I literally try to hold them in my mouth.
And
I'm
like, probably, like, get out.
They're, like, completely off of my gum. But, like, I can feel it, like, myself trying to insert it back in. You know what I mean? Weird. Doesn't hurt, but, like, feels weird.
She's got something going on over there with change.
I am a Taurus. How about like those where you fall? Those always happen like right.
Wake up like.
I always fall off like sidewalks.
I
Like
fell off
the curb,
clouds.
like the curb, all of a sudden, and then like it's
why
like
are
a
you on the
deep
floor?
hole. What do you mean?
Like, why are you on the curb?
I'm like walking down the street.
Oh, you're
like,
just walking.
yeah, I'm just walking, and then like I don't trip or anything. I literally just go.
Like
Yeah, I just go back.
I feel like I'm always on clouds. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm always on clouds, and I just roll off.
Girl, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but it's also like there's no dream prior to that. It's just you fall.
Yeah, literally, you're just falling
From wherever you were. Okay. This has never happened to me, but have you ever been asleep and you're peeing in your dream and then you're peeing on the bed?
It's happened to me. Yes, I literally had a dream. I was also like a grown woman. Maybe not grown, but like
You said I was old enough to
I was
not
either
wet the
like
bed.
end of high school, early college. Like I was grown. I should not be peeing in my bed. You know what I mean?
But like it's just a sensation.
But I literally dreamt that I woke up from my bed.
Like it was real.
I walked to the bathroom and I peed. And then as soon as I started peeing, I realized I was dreaming.
You said it's all over me.
And I woke up and I had piss all over myself. Like no joke. Why?
How do you even clean that out of a bed, man?
And I like fully went, like I went on the toilet. Like I let it all out. I let it loose.
Must have felt nice for a second, and then
Of
you realized,
course.
like,
I like the feeling of peeing is great, but like not when you're in your bed.
I have that more so with like periods,
At least I'm glad it was in shit. You know what I mean?
like diarrhea, especially. Imagine.
Girl.
No, like periods. Like I'll be in the dream, and I'm like,
Oh, that happened to me recently.
feels wet.
Something feels wet here.
So, and I wake up I'm like, I wake up, I don't move. I'm like, help. Like move the sheet, get off the bed, and then I look at the bed. I'm like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. And then you run to the bathroom, and you're like, I caught it early this time. But sometimes you don't catch that shit on time, and you're
No.
like,
I feel like I've been getting my period literally in the, like the middle of the night while I'm sleeping lately.
you need those shorts.
Yeah.
I have Thinks, if you know what they are. Thinks sponsor us. Love it. Little pajama shorts, but they have like not
Absorbency.
like absorbency built in, basically.
Yeah.
So like just in case, if either you're expecting your period to come, or you just have a really heavy period, or you just don't want to wear whatever through the night, or whatever the fuck, protected.
Yeah, I need them.
Because if I hate anything in this world, it's the fucking devil when you wake up and you have to clean.
You have to clean yourself up.
You've been awoken from deep slumber and it said dirty. You gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta do something.
You're
Some
like
situation.
literally me the other day. Or not the other day, but like I think the last 2 periods ago, I got it in my fucking sleep. And I think I told the story of my dream on the podcast, but I was literally in the bathroom in like the big stall at a restroom, like a school restroom. It was so weird. And the janitor lady fucking walked in and was cleaning, and I was like fine with it.
Yes, you did.
And I
say
was
it.
like, hey, like I'm in a lot of pain. Should I get up? And she was like, yeah, you should.
And then you're like, oh, where's
and
my
I had
period?
cramps in my dream, and then I woke up and I got my period. But anyway, in that moment, like, yeah, I fucking stained myself, not like the bed, but stained my underwear and whatever.
Yeah.
And I had to get up, clean myself off, fucking
It's just you're
boil
literally
my cup and do the whole thing.
you're trying to keep your eyes as closed as possible, so when you get back into bed,
You're
it's
still
just like.
sleepy. Yeah.
And then,
Fucked
like,
up.
if you gotta get, like, the fucking Clorox or whatever, you know, the little...
So messed up. So messed up.
Anyways, that's the worst. When you're dreaming, but it's reality.
I hate those dreams, like, so much. What is, like, one of the craziest dreams you've ever had that you can remember?
I don't know if I have one off the top of my head. I feel like a lot of my crazy dreams have to do with, like, people from the past.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was in, like, elementary school, I would, like, dream a lot about, like, going on field trips.
Nice.
Wait. But, like, with my friends, and then I was, like, it was, like, the famous person that I had a crush on was gonna be there. Like, every single time. Like, no fail.
Be like,
at
Nick
that.
Jonas
Like,
is gonna be there.
literally. Jesse McCartney, gonna be there.
I probably had some
Usher,
of those.
gonna be there. I'm fucking, like, 7. What the fuck am I gonna do with a grown-ass Usher man?
Was he a man in the dream?
Yes.
You're like,
Usher was my first crush.
I'm gonna plot my man. Interesting.
Usher was my sexual awakening. My first one, anyway.
I think he was one of my ex-boyfriends' sexual awakening. He just won't admit it.
Yes, facts.
He would never admit it. Dreams. What a topic. I feel like there's just so much going on in your subconscious, and dreams are like the only way for your mind and body to let it out.
Yeah.
It's like, wake up, bitch. I got something to say.
I gotta tell you something.
Damn.
Yeah. Have you been dreaming a lot lately? I feel like I've been dreaming, but I can't remember what the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like I had one like a couple days ago, and I was like, huh. And I was gonna like remember it for a reason, and I didn't. So my down, our subconscious is just like, again? You're gonna forget it again.
They're telling you to write it down.
I don't write my dreams. People wake up and like write their dreams down, and maybe that's something we should get into.
I did it once apparently, but not on my phone where I needed it immediately. If you guys want to know what that dream was, it probably wasn't even interesting at this point, but I will post it with this podcast's reminder. But anyway.
Bird. I got no other thoughts. I mean, pertaining to the topics we talked about.
No, not really. Anyway, sleep paralysis, we didn't really get into it, but I have like one little story in our Halloween episode of my friend Jen. She is a constant sleep paralysis queen. Maybe she can come in. Honestly, she doesn't even remember them because I think she blocks them out of her.
I'm like, or maybe you should listen. Maybe it's trying to tell you something.
They're scary. No,
you think it's just like, are nightmares also your subconscious speaking to you? Yeah, huh? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, dreams are weird. Dreams are definitely weird. If you have other opinions about dreams that we didn't hit, let us know. Maybe we could have like a whole episode on viewers' opinions of dreams.
Yeah, like give us your craziest dreams and maybe we can just like read them off and
I'd love to do that.
Give a whole ass vibe.
I'm like, you're scary. Don't dream like that.
You're being a lot in your nightmares and your fucking subconscious being.
Like listen a little harder and maybe they'll stop happening.
Yeah, maybe there's something to address. Anyway, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
This song's kind of low-key like spooky.
Yeah, it is. It is. Anyways, we will see you guys next week after Mel's birthday. No idea what next week's episode is either.
Nope, but